Guys, I'm having a bit of free time. I'm having free time and I don't even know what to do with myself. I'm currently just sitting somewhere on the outside. I've just had something to eat, my belly's full. You know, when you're full and you just feel sluggish and like, you just want to sleep. So that's how I feel at the moment. But I just want to chat about free time, and because we all deserve to have a bit of free time, right? Caden's at school. I dropped him to school this morning. My older son's home, so he's picking Caden up this afternoon from school. But free time is something that, you know, not that we don't want to be away from our kids, or, you know, not that we want to be away from our kids, sorry, or we're trying to palm them off in other people's hands or whatever, because we get free time when they go to school. But I don't know about you, but when I'm at home and I've got things to do, you know, I'm at home, I'm washing, I'm preparing a meal for Caden when he comes home from school, I'm cleaning, I'm doing this, I'm doing my personal stuff. If I'm not at work, if I'm at work, it's just terrible, because it's just all over the place, very scatty. But when I'm off and I drop Caden to school, majority of the times I just like go shopping or something like that, and then I come home and then I'm cooking, cleaning, washing. It just never ends. Before you turn, boom, it's time to pick him up. So that Monday to Friday is basically the free time that I get, unless like somebody's available to pick up Caden or to watch him for a while. You know, if I want to go out to go and watch a movie or something, I need to plan it in advance. Do you know what I mean? Because not because I don't have anyone to care for him. I'm just very partial and particular who I want to care for Caden, and I don't want him, I shouldn't say burden, but to be a burden to anyone. Especially, oh my gosh, I always talk about the meltdowns. If he had a meltdown in somebody else's care, apart from, you know, the loved ones who I know can deal with it, who know him, I just couldn't. How would you feel, guys, about getting a nanny or a babysitter or something? Because that's something that I just could not do with Caden. With my first two older ones, I did have them, but they were together as well, so it made it easier. But even still, it just, I just couldn't do it with Caden. It's been suggested to me to get like a nanny or something, or, you know, I shouldn't call it babysitter because Caden's not a baby, he's 9. But and I just couldn't do it. So how do you feel, guys? So I'm looking at my surroundings. I'm always looking around me, because this life is mad, you know. People are mad. If you know the things that happen. Anyway, but how do you feel about getting a babysitter or a childminder, should I say, or a nanny for you to help you out? Or do you just continue to do it yourself and just battle on yourself? Do you get time for yourself? Do you get an hour for yourself, or a moment for yourself? I know when they go to school, but preschool, before school, when they're at home, do you get time for yourself at all? Because it's so important. It really is. Even just 2 hours to yourself, just to breathe, to think, to do something. You know, it could be bloody knitting, it can be something, because I know Caden at home, he likes my undivided attention most times. Yesterday I was on the sofa watching something on TV. Now I knew I was dozing off. He hates when I doze off. He hates it when I doze off. We could be in the lounge together, you know, everything's safe around, you know, but like, and I would be dozing, and I'm literally like, and Caden would be poking my, oh my gosh. So yeah, how do you feel about getting a nanny and stuff like that? Because for me personally, I can do it. I'd rather just battle on myself, and whenever I get the chance, you know, I get the chance. But how do you feel about childminders looking after your autistic child? Would you? Anyway, guys, let me know. Bye.